Hey, it's Sarah from Everyday Spiritual, and I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know some things that are going on over at the blog. So today I posted a journal exercise about overcoming depression by finding your personal story. So I read the book recently, The Tao of Equus by Linda Kohanov, and it's about spirituality and horses. And at the end of that book, she mentions this Mongolian tribe that follows reindeer and how they're a society or community that is thriving and happy, and they don't have violence and depression and these sort of things. And she illustrated the point that it's because they have a really strong personal story. Because of their attachment with the reindeer, they believe that they have a soulmate reindeer that they share a soul with, that they're half of the soul and the reindeer is half of the soul. And so they follow these reindeer through their migration pattern, and they cohabitate with them, and they're very happy, and they have a really strong tradition of believing this, and all of their rituals, all of their lives, all of their seasonal changes, everything they do revolves around these reindeer. And I think as a society, sometimes we're missing this. We don't have a strong unifying story about who we are or what we're doing here. And from the lack of that story, we're sort of left to our own devices to form a personal story about why we're living the life we're living. And we can fall into a lot of traps like depression and negativity. And if the story of your life isn't what you thought it was going to be, it can be really hard. And so then you have a lot of negative things that you're telling yourself about your story here on earth. And I feel like a lot of depression and a lot of stagnation comes from that negative story that you're telling yourself about your life and about who you are and why you're here. And so the journal exercise today is 8 questions that's going to lead you through a much more positive getting in touch with what your personal story is. Your true self, not what you tell yourself on a daily basis, like, I need to lose weight, I need to do this, I don't do this well enough, all the negative criticism that goes on in our heads isn't really who we are. And so some of the questions have to do with things that you've overcome, things that you like to do, what's important to you. And these 8 questions will really get you in touch with and start to reveal a much more accurate story of who you are, why you're here, and what you're doing with your life. So if you go through, here I'll put a link, of course, and you can go through the 8 questions in your journal and really think about these things. And I feel like you're going to come away from it with a deeper sense of who you really are, a more positive sense of who you really are, and a really good sense of what your purpose is will start to be revealed, and where you find happiness and what will be fulfilling to you as a person, and what you're doing with your life and what you should be doing with your life. So I feel like it's really important to go do this exercise, and that's why I created it. So that is what is happening today. I also wanted to let you guys know that I started recording guided meditations. So the meditations on the blog up till this point have been written out. So you read it, and then in your meditation time, you're just like thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. And I realized, and I knew this all along, but I realized that it was time to be brave and record these guided meditations with some nice background music, which I purchased. And so I started doing this. It's not as hard or as scary as I thought it was going to be. And there are a few on the website right now. But every Friday I do another one. So if you want to get in on that, I'm starting with older posts, and I'm going back through them to make the guided meditation MP3 available for the ones that I've already done. So the only way, and they won't be posted on Twitter or Facebook or that sort of thing because it's not a new post. So the way that you're going to get notified about this is if you sign up to my newsletter. So every Wednesday, you're going to hear about the posts that are happening on the blog, like the journal exercises and things like that. And on Friday, you'll learn about the new guided meditation. I'll give you the link to it. It's probably going to be an old article about, I have one that everybody likes about healing a broken heart. I have guided meditations about getting in touch with or feeling close to people that have passed on, receiving divine insight from God, all these things. So these guided meditations will be posted every Friday, and there's a lot more happening in 2016 that I'm really, really, really excited about, and I think is really going to make an impact in your life and be helpful and help people overcome things that they're struggling with through meditation and spirituality. So go over to the blog and check it out and sign up for my newsletter and get the free book that's there and have fun with everything, because there's a lot over there and there's going to be new stuff every week. So thank you for being here.